respected Professor Bindeshwar Pathak ji and Dr. Neil Ratan ji. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Dr. Anjanappa B H. Currently, currently working as a professor of sociology in Coimbatore University, Shivamogga, Karnataka. I am here to present my research paper, The Role of Society in Sanitation of the Elderly. I would like to thank the Sulabh International Social Organization, New Delhi, and all the team members for providing me with the opportunity to present my paper. Age is a natural and organic process. The growing elderly population is an emerging phenomenon in the 21st century. The elderly face many problems, among which elder abuse is one of the most important problems in modern society. Many older Indians have suffered from sanitation and neglect at the hands of family members and caregivers. Family situations that can contribute to elder sanitation include discord in the family created by the older person's presence, living in overcrowded houses, and the financial burdens of paying for the public toilets of an aging parent. Personal problems include career stress, mental or emotional illness, addiction to alcohol or other drugs, job loss or other personal crisis, and financial dependency on the older person. Elderly sanitation is classified as a physical factors and financial factors. In some cases, it also concerns emotional factors. Sanitation and hygiene among the elderly were first noted in developing countries. Expectations of life at ages 60 and 70 for India. The table shows year by year increased in our old age persons in our country. Abuses of various kinds attracted the attention of scholars during different periods of history, like child abuse in 1960s, that is, child abuses in 1960s, spouse abuses in the 1970s, and finally, elder abuse in 1980s. According to the findings of the report, 1 million older people suffer serious violence each year. Active torture is often accompanied by negligence, verbal, emotional, financial, and physical harm are involved in the today's aging population. As a result, they leave their families. Some families even forcibly remove their elderly parents from their homes at the time due to lack of shelter and food, which leads to survival issues as well as a lack of sanitation facilities. Objectives of the studies: to study the role of society in the sanitation of the elderly, to study the problems in sanitation facilities, research methods and techniques. In the present study, field research has been carried out using scientific techniques for data collection, It collects qualitative and quantitative information. Interviews are collected by the respondents with the help of mentors and experts and pre-tested, and finally the perfect interview schedule was used to gather the needed information for the present research. Study area and sample. The present study has neglected Shivamoga district of Karnataka state to collect information to supplement the research. For the study, 40 respondents were selected from two older homes. Simple random sampling method is adopted for the elderly. Sources of data collection. The present study is based on the both primary and secondary sources of data. Primary data have been gathered through field survey by using well-structured interview schedule to gather information from the respondents. The secondary source of data have been gathered from published books, journals, articles, periodicals, reports, thesis, volumes, websites, and others. Data analysis. The research methods, techniques, and research data from various sources are analyzed in a qualitative and quantitative manner using codification, revisions, classification, indication, and analyze the information in sociological framework using adequate statistical tools. I am concentration on some of the contents like education levels of respondents, occupation of the respondents, relationship of elders with these families member, problems faced by aged people, usage of public toilets, etc. There are major findings of the study. The present study reveals that majority, 27.50% of respondents got secondary education in the study area. The data gathered primary investigation shows that a high of 55% are wage laborers. Even today, it is seemed to that most of the respondents are resorting to wage laborers as their occupation because they do not agricultural land. Field survey data shows that majority, that is 47.50% of the respondents are not satisfied with their family members' relationships because in their families there are problems with adjustment and their economic condition is not good. Field survey data shows that the majority of them opinion they were not satisfied with the aging home infrastructure facilities. The majority of the old age lack sanitation or unhygienic. It is revealed from the data that the majority, 47.50%, is facing health problems and emotional problems. The reason for this that in their families, family members can ignore their decision because they feel that they are elderly. Due to physical health issues, it is difficult to use proper sanitation methods, and 45% of them are partially dependent on toilet usage. They are economically dependent to meet their sanitary needs, and in the elderly, we find public urination. Some suggestions. The family members of the respondent should be sensitized to protect the health of the elderly, and family members should not send their elderly to old age homes. Most of the respondents face financial problems, so the financial security should be provided, and family members or caretakers in old age homes should take more care regarding the usage of sanitation methods on the elderly. Western toilets will be more beneficial to the elderly in terms of sanitation. Conclusion. The elderly are also an important part of society and should be respected as well as responsive to their problems and feelings. Usage public restrooms is very difficult for elderly people due to the lack of basic amenities and unhygienic environment. Most of the time, they used to refuse because they would have many health issues as a result of maintaining good sanitation, and additionally, they faced other problems like Western toilets, water facilities, and financial problems too. Aging at a place, the most ideal condition of geriatric care is achievable through an integrated effort. Social assistance for elderly people is mainly part of social protection for people aged 60 or above. The program is provided through financial or technical assistance in line with the regulations and policy that they have been stated in the National Plan of Action. Thank you, one and all.